Welcome back again to Ikawa Talk. As usual, you are with Malik Shafi and
Dolph Banza.
we are recording on
An iPhone.
11 Pro.
Yes.
So we actually trying this and see how this film is going to look like.
I like to tell people that they should start making videos with their phones because phones are high definition now.
Yeah, and then also because we're trying to do this on a very low budget just because of the sake of sharing the content. So whatever you have, use it to share your idea, your content is very valuable for the audience, as much more than you think. Dolph and I has been going into a long debate in the last 3 months, and today we decided to make a very short show about it. So today we are going to talk about logo.
A logo is a graphic embodiment of an idea in
Yeah.
a very simplistic, minimalistic way. Something that can fit on an Instagram profile
Yeah.
and still be relevant.
Yes. So let me just add on one thing, that a logo is a symbol of an organization or a product. So if you have a product or you have a business or you have a particular brand, one of the symbol, the most important symbol of your business or brand or product, it's a logo. Dolph, why do you think people need logo, first of all?
Suppose you have a business
Yes.
or an initiative that you want people to remember, to people to relate to. So you need a way to keep your idea in their mind.
Yeah.
You need something that can be a representation of that into people's minds.
Yes.
And it's often a logo. Let me first tell you how I rank logos.
Yes.
So I think simplicity and the fact that a logo has to be recognizable, those are those are my criteria.
Those are
My
your
two number
criteria.
one criteria.
Simplicity, identifiable.
Yes. So it has to be something you catchy, something you remember when you see it.
I know some logos are really complex to understand.
Yes.
But they're still as beautiful.
I used to have a different mindset before. Before I was not a simply minimalistic kind
Yeah.
of guy, but I'm kind of getting into the movement.
Okay.
So I think
Interesting.
art starts out bold and complex, but as it grows, it becomes simpler and simpler and simpler.
So
So
do
that's
you
why
think-
simple logos
Yeah.
can mean more than, to mean a lot, you don't need to have a lot. You can mean a lot with little. So that's the power of minimalism.
Do you think that because a logo is simple,
Yeah.
it has taken a short period of production? Or someone has just drawn it?
I get
Because
that
people
all the
confuse
time
that,
because
yes.
people come
Yeah.
saying, can you make a logo for me? And then when I say, can you pay me this much money? And then they are like, it's small.
Some
It's
tiny,
like,
just
yes.
an
So
icon.
what we call small is the outcome. But the process to get there is not small. Nike.
No! No! Okay,
What?
let's go. Because it was my number one.
Yeah, I mean, we could share
Okay,
taste.
you tell me why, and I'll say why as well.
Nike, because I grew up seeing Nike without
Yeah.
caring, without understanding. But Nike logo, it fits all the criteria I believe in
Yeah.
to have a good logo. So it is simple, it is recognizable, and can fit any space.
By the way, before,
Yeah.
tell me what you like. There is Nike the swoosh, and there is Nike, the character, the font.
No, I don't like the typography
Yes.
necessarily.
Yeah.
I like it better when there is nothing
swoosh.
written. The brief the designer was given to make the Nike logo
Yeah.
was, we want something that represents motion.
Yeah.
You know, something that represents motion or speed.
Yeah.
So what's better than?
This logo only costed $30 to make, but we are talking about ages ago. But this is one of the best logo in the world, probably one of the best and the cheapest logo that one has ever made. So for me, I like the logo because I just like the brand to start with, and I like the story behind that logo. This guy hired a university student to make the logo.
Yes.
And they actually started with the swoosh before they have the name. And very, very, very interestingly, this name was born 30 minutes before the production.
The Nike.
The Nike. So when this is one of my best favorite book, I recommend everyone. It's called The Shoe Dog. It speaks about all the history of Nike.
What's your number one logo?
I think one of my favorite is FedEx. It's just a font. It's a transportation business. You see it, you know, the colors itself speak. And then when you try to get into the logo itself, there is an arrow between Fed and X that shows that they are in the transportation business.
One particular logo I love, it's a Rwandan company. It's called Axiom Networks. So Axiom Networks, I believe they are in IT, business, information technology. And information technology is about networking. So if you see how they treated the O, you know, if you see how they treated the O in the axiom, you know, making, you know, it as a node where you have different, you know, connections. They use the same O to connect.
Because they're into networking.
Yes, it's networking. And I like the font they used. I like how all the lines have the same stroke size.
I agree with everything.
Yes.
But when you look at the logo principles on how everything should be lined and underlined, I think there is a little bit mistake on the axiom and networking. I really wish that it should be on the same line.
And starting
at the same line. Speaking of Rwanda, there is this guy. I think we've talked about him in our previous show. Hervé Ir.
Yes.
He has an icon that he uses.
Yes.
His logo, basically.
Yes.
It's also as simple as it could be.
Yeah.
This logo is Richard, and it's a H. But then in H there is an I.
An I.
And he recently rebranded it. So recently he rebranded it, and then he made this white into color. So he created patterns.
This is great, man. This is amazing. I love Adidas logo. Yes.
But you cannot love Adidas and Nike as brands.
Stripes. No, they don't have to compete with each other.
But
I just love
offended.
things they do, man.
I'm not.
I'm not. It's not an ideology, man. It's not an ideology.
You know, when it comes to two things, you cannot love.
So I know
Apple
some people when they love Apple products,
then you
they
don't
bash
like Android. Yes, period.
Windows. They don't like Android.
It's a cult.
It is becoming a cult. I have to agree with you,
so
but
when you're into a brand, you have to be inspired. You live and breathe.
Coffee break.
Yes, please.
Have some coffee, please. You know, you need.
Oh, by the way, I made this coffee. It's really good. I'm proud of myself.
Coffee.
Yeah.
You know, Rwandans don't drink coffee.
They never used to.
Yes.
But now I think they're getting into it.
And you know why? Because it seems that when coffee was introduced in Rwanda, it was because of the soil, but it was meant for exportation.
Yeah.
So people did not really get into it because I guess it is expensive also.
Yeah.
So it's a privilege.
I was explaining about Rwanda.
Rwanda.
So
yes.
Rwanda is Rwandan flag colors, which of course it's obvious, but their icon, the icon of Rwanda, it's the sun, the Rwandan sun on the
Yes,
flag
yes.
that they twisted to be something else, and then it also look like these things that is on the aisle.
That's the reaction engine.
Yes,
It's
the engine reaction.
Yes.
So that one, they transformed it into the Rwandan sun,
yes.
and
yes.
it means
Yes,
everything.
I think they played around with the Rwandan flag in a very creative way. So I get stuck when I'm asked to design something with the Rwandan flag elements because I feel like we've seen a lot of this, and I don't seem to make something as good as what Rwanda has.
I think Rwanda is one
as
of the
their
very
logo.
few people that has nailed it.
Yes.
Visually, they nailed it.
Yeah. Now, what is the most famous logo in the world, according to you? The most famous, something you can pop up in a village somewhere and people tell you what it is.
We know.
The most famous brand.
There's two things.
Yes.
It's if you go in a village,
Yeah.
I think probably many people will know Nike as the most famous logo.
More than Coca-Cola.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Yes.
Coca-Cola is everywhere.
It's been around for more than a century.
Yes.
They have not changed the logo.
They haven't never changed anything.
Yes. They've made
they do a few
small,
Yeah.
iterations, but not really big change.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you know that Coca-Cola was green before?
Oh, I remembered. Coca-Cola influenced the color of Christmas.
Of Christmas.
So
That's
Christmas
how big it
never
is.
used to be.
That's how big it is.
Yes. Christmas colors never used to be red.
So, yes.
Two logos that I really think should improve, but I'm particularly going to reinforce on one. So Fergaba is one of the ugliest logo that is happening now, considered with everything that's happening around basketball. Fergaba, it's just not a logo. It's something that people took. They took font, they took a JPEG basketball. They tried. There was no thinking behind.
On that logo they almost violated all the rules of the logo because they used pictures, not vectors.
Yeah.
So it is not scalable.
Yeah.
And it is too detailed for small spaces.
They literally did not respect any design principle. And that brings me up to
the Becca?
The Bank of Kigali General Insurance.
Yes. I think you go back and
this logo, it was Bank of Kigali, by the way, which is a bank. But then they decided to invest in other things that they call BK, and they can have other sub-product of sub-company under that, which is okay. So many people do this.
Yeah.
So you start as a business, but then your brand grows, and then you want to change into something else. So this one is fine. But now you're talking about something like called Bank of Kigali that has its own logo, and then created something else called General Insurance. And then look, man. So you have BK.
Yeah.
That it's a different typo. They added General Insurance.
General Insurance.
G,
in gold.
In gold. That these colors are not connecting to any of this blue. And wait. So now this is one thing sometimes blue become ugly. I'm sorry. I said I'm going to be provocative today. No offense. You didn't need a sun, a Rwandan sun into this. So you look at this sun.
Yeah.
And there is a repetition of this sun here as a dot to General Insurance.
I did
you
not
cannot
notice
even
that.
tell. It's so, like blurry.
So maybe the reason why it's just we are making constructive criticism about Airtel Tigo. So you have a company absorbing another or two companies merging. I don't know how, and then they end up keeping both logos into one.
So the problem with Airtel and Tigo is I would have understood if this was a partnership between two brands.
Yes.
So now you have Airtel logo and Tigo logo
Yeah.
because it's a partnership. But what literally happened, or what they communicated to us, was that Airtel absorbed Tigo. So
Yes.
Tigo became Airtel.
Part of Airtel.
So from some reason, they convinced themselves that if they put the two logos, they will have brand loyalty or customer loyalty.
Yes,
I think that's the reason they confused themselves. But creatively, what they did is wrong. Now the company is called Airtel. Period. There is no reason of having Tigo.
The Tigo,
That's number
yes.
one. So number two, it does not work. Please change it. Thank you very much. We are so grateful. Again, for the culture, remember to subscribe. Give us any comment. Tell us what logo you like or what logo you don't like. What would you like to see, what would you like to see in our next show?
Yes, let's have a conversation. And please share and recommend this to people. Let's have more views. You know, let's share with more people. That would be very interesting to see Ikawa Talk having a lot of views and making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.